And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. It is September 5th, 2022. Welcome back to the Best Camp on Twitch. I'm Lyle, and I am joined here with Matt and with Dylan to play Time Stories. So we are in episode 2 of the scenario called Expedition Endurance, where we have gone back into time to search this exploration ship and see what the heck was going on. And the first episode was my first playthrough of this game, and we pretty much did a lot of work, so much so that I believe that we should be able to, in one finishing run, destroy this thing, right? Destroy the scenario. We have all the information. We know what we need to do. We have the path. We have the team. We can just go in here. We can do the finishing run, and then maybe play another new game. So very, very excited. But before we get into all of that, let's see how you boys are. Matt, let's go with you first this time. How you been? Oh my God.
That was pretty.
Okay.
They were so powerful. It was like the boss.
Wait, hold on. People say they can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
All right, hold on. This might be an OBS issue. Matt, keep talking. Can you hear Matt now?
Can you hear me?
Mine. I think I'm also muted.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you guys hear Matt now?
Tell me when you can hear me. Testing. Okay, you can hear me. Right on.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Okay. So,
Okay, start from the beginning, Matt.
all right. So what I was saying is, I'm getting real close here to the baby arriving. About like a week and a half now. So life has been gearing up towards that, doing a lot of like prep around the house, and that's fun. Intimidating but fun. And as far as gaming is concerned, we had a great night where we finished up the Massive Darkness 2 campaign, which was really cool. I love the game mechanically, but in classic cool mini or not fashion, we are so powerful. Like by the end of that campaign, in fact, we bumped the monsters up a level. We actually bumped the monsters up to the max level, like 2 levels early, because we were so ridiculously powerful. And so, but the final boss, we ended up just like 1 rounding the boss. Like I guess it was 2 rounding, because technically the way it worked, but like we literally ignored the other mechanics of the fight and like the ads we're supposed to deal with, and just Dylan especially was like, no, just don't even worry about him.
Now, let me ask you a question. In CMON fashion for Massive Darkness 2, is it because was there too many characters to choose from? Did you guys just choose an OP team, or because sometimes they just add more stuff and some of the characters just aren't balanced because they're just adding so many characters? Or do you think that no matter what team you chose, the upgrade path is too good?
I think it's the second option, because at that point you've refined your dice rolls so much that what ends up happening is like you have. I do think that maybe there's a chance that if you have the wrong team, it can be a problem. But the reason I don't think it's the case is that your weapons and your items are so optimized that by the time you hit that point in the campaign, you can pretty much go through a deck and just choose whatever you want. And as long as you have like a semi-decent pool of rerolls, you can completely negate the enemy's ability to either hurt you or defend themselves, or both. And the level like 7, 8, 9 like talents are so powerful that you just crush. I mean, Dylan was just auto doing he was auto killing one of the minions and then basically auto doing the health of another minion, like without even having to roll dice.
Nice.
And then his dice were on top of it. And so, I mean, it was really fun. I love the game, and it makes me want to go back and play some more one shots and see if this is a way to tweak some rules, because I think that like the characters all feel awesome. It's so fun, but it was cool to like finally knock that out because we've been working on that campaign in a while. One of our friends we hang out with is always like, man, I always start campaigns, but I never finish them. I make it through like 2 missions, and we're like, dude, we're getting you through this one. So we got through like all 10 with him, and it was cool, man. So we did that. We did some of our 2v2 conquest, and then last night, and I'll let Dylan talk about this some because I don't want to take up all the time, but like last night we did our first like real alpha run of our scenario, our Arkham scenario, with 3 of our friends. We let him 3-man it, dude, and Dylan and I just sat back, watched, and the amount of notes we took away and things we learned, it was daunting. And it wasn't that it didn't work. I think it worked really well, but we were like, there was so much to take away, so many like knobs to turn. But again, I want to give Dylan a chance to talk on that too, instead of just going off on it all on my own.
So overall, I do want to hear all the details about what happened in this Arkham scenario. But the overall takeaway is you think it works, and you think like you are one step closer to like having this thing finalized.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely. My big takeaway, and this is for my part that I've been focusing on, is I had a realization of how to tweak some of my encounter cards to make the big bad, so to speak, even more interesting. And so I'm really excited to like make that feel even more fun and interactive. So that's like my next step personally.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Dylan. Well, yeah, give me some more info, dude.
So no, it was fun. I mean, it's like having not really been in that position before, like have even friends like picking apart like something that you made. It's stressful, like sitting there. And so it was all fun, but it's like, there's like definitely some typo errors. I had to do some writing because, like Arkham has a bunch of like, characters and lore and spaces
and
like,
flavor and all that stuff.
You want to do flavor on the cards. And so, anyways, like I have some silly stuff that, as far as for your immersion, it's a little breaking. So I got to go and update that. But yeah, no, like the mission overall, like very functional. It was fun. I think the sort of like, different paths, like we made like this mission be able to be taken different ways. Nice. It was interesting watching them play it because like they saw the different ways and made a choice, and so that was kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna go back, we're gonna revamp some of the stuff, and then on top of that, like I've been digging into getting some art for it, and Matt had talked to me and he's like, hey, like I've been seeing these AI images like going around, and a lot of people are using them for memes. But then I saw this article where this guy he took an AI image to his state fair and won first place. And when I went to go look at the art, it blew me away. No kidding. I mean, so I started messing around with it, and some of the art that it's been producing has been incredible. So if we can pull it off, like I think it would actually be pretty cool. Once we get all the assets and everything locked down, if this mission was like almost all created by AI images, like, and that might be possible because it just creates like really stunning stuff.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. Well, speaking of AI imagery, when we're talking about games that we played in the last week, I've been playing a lot of Soulforge, Fusion, but I've also been meaning to start playing Ardent Reapers again, which is basically members of the Keyforge community that came together and built their own algorithmically generated game. And the whole thing that they've done with those cards is all the art in that game is all AI generated. So
Really?
Yeah, cool. Exactly. And so they have gotten a bunch of resources. I don't know where they found them, but basically they feed in the design of the card, like the title of the card, basically, and whatever information they want to. And then the AI will generate art that it thinks goes with it. And it's very abstract though, is the styling that they're going for with their game. But it's very cool to see because this is the second, basically they just released their second set of the game. So the second set of card pool. And so it feels like the AI art for the second set is a little bit, it matches a little bit better. But it's also like abstract art, so it's a little bit more like Rorschach testy, right? So when you see the title of the card, you kind of in your mind make the connections with the art that maybe it you know, it's just like eye of the beholder, right, kind of thing. But I do think the AI generated art kind of thing is really interesting for like stuff like this, where you're like, okay, I need a card pool of art. You know, I am a little weirded out because, you know, as a graphic designer by trade, I know a lot of people that are artists and illustrators, and I still think that they are going like, you know, what they make is valuable and all that other stuff. But I understand then like that this is another tool for people who are not artistic and want to massively prototype some things and just have like unique art as a way to do it. So I'm not exactly sure where I fall. I could see it, you know, I could see it in the future being like, this is going to replace everybody, but it's like, I don't think that's true. You know, there's always going to be value, I think, in artists and illustrators and things like that. But it is very, very interesting. Matt, I think you just put the link in the chat.
Yeah. This is just, so this is one of the ones. There's actually a Discord channel, and like you can have a free account to generate, I don't know, like some amount, like 10 images or something. But our buddy Justin, he actually made his Discord avatar using it. But I mean, if you look at this is just stuff that people have created with it. And if you highlight them, it shows you the prompt they used. And they had to probably go and like, you can like upscale them or whatever. But I mean, when I saw this, I was just like,
right.
Like I can't.
This is incredible. Oh my God. It's like so detailed and so stylized.
This stuff is absolutely like blowing my mind. And they're just like, the technology for it's so cool. And like you said, like it's obviously not going to replace graphic design, but what I do think that this is particularly interesting for is somebody who's in a space like this, to get in a creative headspace and get a visualization for something you want to do. You could get a quick render out of an AI image and then go create your own vision, so you can get a better visualization faster. So because I have you know, somebody who's like, you know, needs a lot of assets like this, and I was like, okay, well here you go. Here's a quick way to.
Oh yeah, no, a tool like this is always interesting because it always can be used for ideation and inspiration, and it's just so cool. I like that I like the fact that like you can mouse over or hover over these images and get the prompt. That's really cool to me because then you understand, oh, okay, this is what people put in and this is what they got out. So this is sort of how detailed I need to be, or this is how vague I can be and still get a decent image. So that's actually really rad. Dude, nice. Nice. I can't wait. I can't wait to see your guys' scenario. I can't wait to play your guys' scenario. It's going to be so awesome. Dude, I just like am so pumped that you guys are making one. I don't know why I didn't think that you guys were going to make one. It just took me by surprise, but then I was like, I shouldn't be surprised by this. Like, I should be surprised that you guys haven't made one already with how much you guys play the game. So really pumped about it. Can't wait to get to it. And again, like Matt said at the beginning of his unmuted spiel, he's going to have a kid soon in like a week and a half. This is the last Monday stream that you'll see with me right now, because in September, because I'm going out of town for a while, like 2.5 weeks. So I'm not going to be streaming on Mondays until October. It'll be Chris basically solo and whatever he does for the rest of the September. So, you know, it's a little bittersweet. This is the last like official, you know, regularized Monday stream with Matt for me for a bit until, you know, he gets the new schedule and sees how that goes, right? But you know, yeah, it's a little bittersweet, man. It's a little bittersweet. That's why I'm pumped about playing 2 different games with you tonight.
Right on, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I feel the same way.
Yeah. Who knows? So yeah. So you guys, as per usual, I mean, you guys know in Crit Camp, our schedules change all the time. And we just try to keep you updated as much as we can about how often we can stream and when we can do it. Things could get rejiggered a lot. You know that now that Chris has a 4th kid on the way and his 3 kids are in school, so his schedule is like opening up for a month but then locking back down. So there's gonna be even more changes going forward. It's not just Matt, it's not just Chris. You know, we're trying to figure out life here, and we want to put Crit Camp where it's flexible and works for all of us so that we can still play games together. So that's the little thing that I'm saying here. Chris is back in town, so I will be streaming with him later this week. And I think with that, we're going to jump over to the gameplay screen here. And then I'm going to get a little tabletop audio music on in the background. And you guys can let me know if that's too soft or too loud. Also, I haven't seen you guys make any waves in chat in a while. I just want to make sure that after that whole intro that everybody can hear all of us and everything. The volume levels seem good for you guys. I can adjust things if you need to, but I'm going to assume that everything's good if you not say anything. And Dylan or Matt, do you want to do a little summary on what we've done so far here?
Are you feeling it?
Story wise, I mean.
Yeah, I can do that fast because I have my little cards from it.
Oh yeah, nice.
So basically, what I can give you a quick summary is just a reminder. Our first run was a little different because we ended up going and we arrived on October 26th. So when we arrived the first time, everything was frozen over. We checked out the captain's cabin. We found a mechanism in the nightstand we weren't able to open. We found like plane parts under the bed. We eventually made our way into the kitchen that did have a locked crate with some weapons in it. And then in the dining room, we found a woman who'd hanged herself or been hanged. And then there was not much else. And then we came back, and Bob, who always has some of the best facial features, expressions, you know, was slightly judgmental, but less so than usual because he's like, "Oops, we sent you the wrong place." So fast forward a bit to I think our like second, third runs. We made it on October 24th. We had some interesting run-ins with a fish person. Well, I'm sorry, a normal man who was like cutting up fish, but vomited on Dylan. We think gave him an infection, but it never came to fruition because we ran out of time. So we're not sure. We got some good information. We made friends with the captain. We got like some important keys. We found out that there's like a burned man in the boiler, which helped us understand that Dylan has a character that's been very helpful for us, who's very good at protecting his sanity. Eventually, we read through a journal that summons a Byakhee from the other side. And eventually, we found that when we got to the top of the boat, in the distance, we saw a completely useless snowdrifts, but a very interesting ice floe that had a monolith. When we approached the monolith, made it inside. Well, it took us a bit to make it inside. Our first couple runs, we weren't able to make it inside. Our last run, we finally did make it in there. But thanks to me being a really dumb dog and wasting a lot of time swimming around in like a pool of slime, we timed out. So
yeah, totally worth it though.
I'm ready to go back in there and like, I'll be a good boy, but not in the dog sense. I'm going to be a slightly, I guess a gentleman who has some anger management issues based on the story here. And we're going to try to pick the path that's best to get us in there and hopefully fix this timeline. Does that recap it all right?
Yeah, no, that was perfect. That was perfect. So I think Dylan's the one that has the list of the order in which we want to do this mission. Dylan, remind us really quick what our sort of quote-unquote optimal run is here, now that we have had all that information that Matt recapped for us.
You got it. So in order to stop whatever time anomaly is going on here, stop the professor's assistant from doing something bad, we got to start off in the boiler room. And from there, we're going to head it down over to the lounge and pick up the key. And the key's going to... I actually forgot what the key did.
The key
opens up a door in the boiler room.
That's right. It opens up so it opens up the door in the boiler room. Then from there we're gonna go get armed. So the kitchen has a bunch of different weapons for us. We gotta stop by there, pick up some weapons, so that we can fight that guy. Go back to the boiler, unlock the door, get out on the deck, check out that ice flow, head over there, look at the creepy monolith and find the correct way to get in.
Yep.
And then from there, it's just a nasty journey down into a crazy place where this big bad is that we're going to take care of.
That's right. That's right. And then we can release all of Matt's anger management on some dude. We'll talk about this a little bit later, everybody, but Matt's playing Peter the Mountain Edwards over here, and if you're looking at the very bottom of his card, it says Adrenaline Rush. Once per run, you get 3 mittens and 2 resistance on a test of your choice. So we will be talking about that a lot nearing the end of the run. So, with that, how do we start a run again?
Last time we timed out, so you would read this mission failed time.
That's right. That's right.
Bob comes and he admonishes us.
Okay, Bob seems a bit annoyed, mostly thoughtful. You've run out of time, sure, but you've mostly run out of common sense. Situation in the field is rather complex and actually quite dangerous. I suggest you recover your spirit and meditate on your mistakes. Don't disappoint me. Leave items marked with the blue symbol in place. We don't have any, but reset the rest of the game, which we've done here. Shuffle and place the 6 insanity cards on Codex 1. It's already there. You have 35 time units with 3 players to finish your mission, which is this token right here. And we have chosen our receptacles, our team, and you arrive in the boiler room location. All right, thanks.
I just want to say real fast, I don't approve of them calling the people we jump into receptacles.
I know.
If it's wrong, let's go.
It feels really wrong. Like
have you met Bob? Like, he's not nice.
That's
no,
fair.
Bob sucks. Yeah, he's angry and cranky, dude. All right, so we're in the ship's boiler. You hear the sound of the boiler set to full power. The air is humid and normally hot. An unbearable smell fills the air. A body is being consumed in the boiler. The victim doesn't move, but his legs are hanging out of the boiler and blood has spilled on his trousers. The murder seems recent. To your left is a boiler in bad shape. To your right, a spiral staircase climbs upward and downward. I know that we have read this card many times in the last one, but I'm doing it again for this one just so people know what rooms we're in and how they're described.
So somebody has to go to this location. And again, my guy's like the best for it. So I'll go check out this boiler, and then if somebody's gonna need to fix it too. Actually, I can fix it. That's right.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna fix it with time.
We're gonna grab item 24 here.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 time, and I'm going to fix the boiler. On top of that, I'm gonna need Matt's help pulling this body out.
So I'm gonna be moving over there. So we're basically have to spend 2 time then. Or you want me to never? I could just come over here in the first place and take a sanity.
Yeah, you should have.
Okay. I'll just come over there in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I need to see the card then, Dylan.
Yeah. Well, at this point we've all seen it, so I'm fine with leaving it face up.
I've seen this before.
So,
you will have to take the sanity test.
Yeah, that's fine. I might end up losing a sanity off of it, but hopefully that's not too big a deal. But okay, I'll just go and go for it here. So I got my 3 dice.
Yep. And I'll do my 2 over here. And I pulled off 2.
And so did Matt.
Okay. We have 1 more, so we'll have to spend 1 more time. You'll also have to do that sanity test.
Okay. So let me go and double check on how the sanity test works again. I got to test my brain and get 2 successes. My willpower is 2. I'll see if I can do that right here.
And mine is 3.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you're good because you're 2's counting 3s.
Yep.
I'll lose a sanity.
And Matt loses a sanity.
Done.
Okay. Now you have to spend You have to spend a time here, right? Or should we have already?
We should have already spent a time. Yes.
Right. So we haven't spent the 2 time to turn off the boiler yet.
I did. I spent it.
Okay. And then my second attempt here, we pull the body out. I take Item 31, which I will give directly to Dylan. Where is it? Here it is.
So we're gonna lose one time for the first time we did the test, and then one time again for the second time we had
exactly.
it. And now we're correct.
And we have to lose 2 more times to turn off the boiler. Or did you already do that?
He already did that. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
So I think if I remember correctly, this is like the captain's book, or whoever's in the boiler. Basically, they kept a journal here of things that were going on, and it slowly descends into madness. Do you want me to read it? Do you want to read it, or do we want to?
We've already read it, but if you guys
we've already read this one, so I think this is just like the journal to Biaki, so it's all good.
Yeah. He's a madman. I had to do my sanity test here. Luckily, I passed. So
I'm gonna say we did that in reverse order. I'm gonna say that we pulled the body out first, and then we spent 2 time, because that will get you to the sanity marker faster.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, that's better.
I like it.
So I read it, and then in 5 time, I'll read the next page.
Yeah. And so, guys, to update you on this journal of Biaki, basically, to keep reading through the journal, there's a little time token that's green here that gets pushed down the timeline. And as soon as we get to that time point, then Dylan can read the next section of it, take another trauma test, and get more information. Okay.
So we are now moving to the lounge.
To the lounge.
Roll that time dice.
Oh, I thought it was more. Wait,
again.
It's 3, dude.
It was so
1, 2,
close.
3. So now this is Biaki time, though. At least.
I do get a read. Yeah, time to read.
Item 32.
Yeah, I'm looking here. There it is.
Okay.
Got it. Another horrifying note. I'll take my sanity test real quick.
Yeah, take your sanity test.
That's what happened last time. We got a little. Oh no!
2.
I fail. No, that's 1.
Oh, this is. Oh, but you don't get +1. Oh no, you fail. Okay.
No. Yeah. So I do lose 1 sanity, but
Okay.
I read the book. And we place another one down 5 on the timeline. 3.
Okay, the lounge, everybody. Lounge is tastefully decorated, even though it's quite small and cluttered by many pieces of furniture and knickknacks. To the left, a large painting catches your eye. A bit further are some heavy sofas with comfortable cushions, and one of them is a bearded individual is sitting. Not far from the sofas, a low table bears the traces of a night of drinking. On the right-hand wall, many yellowed photographs are hanging. Okay.
I'll go here because I think I should get the key because I have the lowest stats. I think the captain needs, like, I can't remember if he needs book or eyeball.
No, he needs eyeball to cheer him up.
Yes, I have the lowest eyeball, so
Yeah.
I'll go get the key.
Okay, sounds good.
2.
Yeah. We have a 7 shield test over here.
Okay.
I'm going to roll these.
So we spend the time, and then we can act.
Oh, yeah. Did you spend the time already?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, that rules.
5, dude.
He's happy.
No.
I'll roll mine, and then hopefully I get 2.
Oh, come on, Dylan. Yeah.
Please.
Do it.
Cheer up, Captain.
Oh!
Just 1.
One.
Just 1. But you nailed it the first time. It would have been a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 left, right?
I'll move over to you guys for my 1 time, but
Yeah.
that way, just in case something goes awful.
Okay, so we have to spend the time. Did we do it?
Nope. Go ahead.
All right, let's spend the time. I will roll these 3. Cheer up, Charlie. All right, got him.
Nice.
Perfect.
Item 10.
Item 10.
The captain.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Captain's now your ally. You can discard this card to get 3 pips on a test of your choice other than mind. After helping you, the captain curls up in a corner and starts drooling and babbling like a newborn. So, who takes a hold of this guy? Is it Matt?
I I think you
I
hang
don't-
on to it.
I don't think so. I think I almost think it's you, right? Because you could use him for combat, and
Oh, yeah.
you have the lowest fight. You could use him
Oh
for
yeah, I
combat.
could actually be useful at the end if I use him. Okay,
Seems all right.
cool.
Well then, I assume we're moving, right?
We are moving. Dylan, what's next on the move list here?
Kitchen to get armed.
Kitchen to get armed. All right. Going to this guy. Okay. Kitchen. I made a thing here. Okay.
Oh,
We're going to the
here we
kitchen.
Done. Minus whatever time penalty.
Okay. The temperature in the kitchen is more comfortable than anywhere else on the ship. The room looks perfectly in order. It looks like the current chaos hasn't reached here. To the left, a cupboard overflows with foodstuffs of sorts. In the middle is a man that vomits, and a large food crate covered by a sheet occupies the right wall.
Did you roll the time die?
No.
I did not
Alright.
roll the time die. You were right.
I forget another 3.
One.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, it's evened out. All right. And
Yeah.
then, I guess I go here because I don't want to talk to him. So, I'll be over here as well.
Okay. All right. I have
Um,
a 3 shield test here. And I
I
roll
get-
6 dice for it.
Ray McKenzie's bottle of whiskey. In the pantry.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I pick a lock. I get items 4 and 5.
Here is 4. Here is 5.
Right. Okay. That's all we need from the kitchen, right?
Yes.
So when we travel, we can trade.
Up to
Do we
you.
just go hard in the paint and give Peter this cleaver?
Actually, I think you take the cleaver, right? And then you'll be a 3. And then I can take the knife, and I can be a 3. And we're all 3 in our stats, because Matt's gonna go up to a 6 if he gets into a fight. And I'm trying to get a Byakhee, so I can take
Okay.
this knife.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
But I think that's why you don't need the knife, is because you're getting the Byakhee, right?
Oh, sure, yeah, that's fine. But
Which one of these you want, Lyle? I mean, I guess that probably makes more sense. Unless you want to be able to be more defensive. I mean, I'm fine with either one of them, but if you want the extra, if you want to only be a 2 but have the extra defense, or if you want to go hard, doesn't matter to me.
Give me the defense. Give me the knife.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. I play this differently than Dylan.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Coming off here,
thanks.
and
I think
I'll
it's boiler room, right?
should be
Yes, yeah.
Okay. We're going back to the boiler room. I'm going to roll this time die.
Oh, it's looking
It is
bad.
a 2, which means it's Byakhee time.
Time to read a book.
Time to read a
I
book.
get item 33. I think this is the one that I need to be quiet about. Yes. Don't look at it.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't look at it.
Okay. All right, I'm taking my sanity test from seeing this horrifying book.
Boom.
And I succeed.
you succeed.
So another page to be read 5
Okay.
times from now.
I like this.
Okay, and doesn't. I guess I technically have the key, so I have to go here. But
Yeah, we all go here, I think.
well, no, one of us actually can't go here.
Right, I have to go here.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. We could have maybe pulled them out the second time around. Oh no, we needed to pull them out for starting to read. Never mind.
Yeah, we just start to read the
Continue
thing.
on. Yeah.
The boiler also needed to be, because let me look at how it's worded.
Yeah,
we would
it's
have had to
fixed.
put damage on the track or whatever if we didn't turn off the boiler. Right, or turn on the boiler. Okay, so we own item 22, so we take item 25, right?
Okay, yep.
Here we go.
All right. Got location deck 1. Perfect.
What's the number? It's 1. Okay, there we go. Check.
Location 1. Roll the time die. 2. Boom, boom. That's right.
I think it's that side. I'll go over
Yeah.
here just in case, but I'm pretty sure it's this side.
Yep. Yep. Item 26 over here.
So here's item 26, and
Thank you.
technically I get 27. But you know.
Okay, let's move this out of the way. This goes here. We get the ice flow and the snow drifts. Okay.
And,
So the snow drifts are dead end, so to the ice flows, right?
To the ice flow. We will roll the time die, which is over here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes.
yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
I hope I get my Biaki.
So here's the thing, right? This is the important. There's one important point here. Okay. We need to go to the fish. We need to get the fish out of the ice, and I think that's here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the right, because on the left is nothing.
I didn't go there originally. Is there a test of some kind?
No, there's. I think there's just
you
nothing.
Pick up
Okay.
some fish.
All right, I'll come over here, then you guys can go there. Right. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, the left is nothing. I'm sorry, you said that.
Yeah.
My bad.
Wait, did we?
Did
Wait.
we get the wrong? Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. They're mixed up.
They're
in there.
backwards. They're
Yeah,
backwards.
this is not
Yeah.
the ice flows. It is actually going to be 3. This is the ice flows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
I thought
go.
it
Yeah.
looked
Nobody
weird.
look in the hole. Nobody look in the hole. No, don't go in the middle.
Okay. Gotcha. What, Lyle?
right.
You go to the monolith. You remember the monolith, right?
Oh, right.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
I'll look at the whole guy.
And if you don't, I do have notes on it, so
All right.
I can help you. So we get fish.
Okay.
I have the fish, Matt.
Okay.
I
have unveiled the monolith location on the map.
Are you asking me where the fish is going?
Yeah. I'm 14 or whatever. Can I have it?
I think so. Hold on. Let me double check where it's actually works again. Fish cancels. It cancels that one fight. So that means you have to go to that specific place, and basically I think it makes like that encounter not do anything. But I don't remember what it was specifically.
Okay.
So you have to go where I went last time, if you can remember where that was.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll remember.
I don't.
We'll remember when we get there. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay. So are we going to the monolith now?
Yes.
So
Okay.
coming up.
Location 5.
Actual location 5? Actual location 5. Cool.
All right. Time die is 2. It's Biaki time.
I need 34.
And I forget. We go. Wait, did you already touch the light, or do we touch the light here?
We touched the
Oh,
light
touch
here on
the
the
light.
left. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Hopefully I don't go insane.
Okay. Here we go. He's taking the test. You're good.
We're fine. So I have to spend a time, but I get the Biaki.
I got these for you.
Okay, thanks.
36, 37, 38, 39. That's for Lyle. And then what's the Biaki?
35.
35. Now,
All
I
right.
thought we had to take a test or something, didn't?
You guys will have to. Uh-oh, this could be bad for you, actually.
When do we take it? Right now or later?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
I'll
Oh.
go ahead and get mine out of the way here.
So
because
it is
hopefully-
a willpower test, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
This happens regardless of if we're with you or not, right? Because like
Yes.
the fact that you're reading it here. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I just messed up my. Okay, there you go. I did something weird on tabletop sim. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm gonna do a willpower test. I roll 2 dice. I just need to get 1. I don't. I lose sanity.
That's the one that I might have to spin this whiskey on.
Oh,
No,
he's good. He's good. He's
You're
good.
good. You're good.
Oh my
Okay.
god. All right. Well, I'm glad I got the resistance now. All right. On this, the lights here. Choose a combination. I'm going to choose this one for item 17.
Yeah.
Grab that. Boom.
All right. Correct combination. You may now enter and move to location 6 after time captain die roll and change. All right.
What is that? Hold on. The way that word is weird. After time captain die roll and change. What does the and change mean?
Changing
Do you
locations.
change time captain, I guess?
Oh, that's
no.
right. No. Yeah, because you are technically supposed to change time captains each time. It's
Yeah.
just a weird thing to say, right? Like, wouldn't it have been enough to just say after the time captain die roll?
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Okay, I'm making sure I'm not missing.
3.
Uh-oh.
That stinks. Okay.
Running out of time.
Oh, we learned that standing over here is very bad.
Yes.
Yes.
We all just want to cross the bridge.
Yeah, and we can't stand here because we don't have the key or whatever that is.
Yo. All right, I can finally see this now. But we
Yeah.
do that first. Cool.
All right, so there's a bridge, there's a narrow ledge. We are all standing here. And it says the crossing takes place without incident. Move to card D by spending 1 time each.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, this isn't even on the map. That's right. They made it confusing. If you read that, this isn't even part of the map. I'll put it over here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we are all on location D. Turn this over when all living agents are on this space. Go to location 8. Change the time captain as normal. So we have to roll the die.
That's better wording.
Well,
Yeah.
this actually doesn't say change. No, I don't. This one doesn't say to roll the die.
Oh,
The other one did specifically, right?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying this one doesn't say it. The other one did. So, what do you think?
Well, you can only change time captain during one of these types of roles, right? That's what I would think.
Well, I mean, the only thing that's confusing me here is that this one up here said time captain die roll and change. This one is saying just change. So your call. I mean,
I rolled a 1 on this one, but I would like to keep our time. So
I think you're probably right, Matt. Actually, so
I think
probably
I think since
time
it didn't
loss.
say it explicitly here, I think we keep the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't remember this room.
So
let's
here,
read
right
this
there.
thing.
We're all going to go to C. In a second, we're all going to go to C. Is what it's going to be.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Each insane agent moves to card B. Each other agent moves to C. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Your sanity allows you to hold on despite the oppressive cries released by skulls and whispers in your of your insane companions. You must contain your insane comrades in order to bring them back to reason. If all agents are on this space, move to location 9.
Yeah, see, they're so inconsistent. This one says move to location 9, but it doesn't say anything about changing time captains and doesn't say anything about rolling a die.
I'm pretty sure every time you change location.
Yeah, okay, so then let's take Lyle's one last time.
Yeah,
Let's
and
take
then we'll do another roll for this. Yeah, just to.
They're just confusing it.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
We're going to
Oh.
get the type.
Oh man. Oh no.
But location 9, which is
Location 9.
which is it. We're here.
This is okay. So flip this because I believe E is not on the board.
Okay. The room shakes as though a cataclysm is about to take place. The dimensional vault will soon open, releasing a horde of ravenous, squamous, and tentacled creatures into the world. To your left, a basin contains a large quantity of a green and sticky substance. Right in front of the basin, a hairy individual stares at you with a hungry look. I think this is Fishman. Next to him, a young man has his back turned to you. He seems absorbed by a menacing machine. Place card E only if you own that pink key. Once all agent pawns are placed, and before reading the corresponding cards, the captain flips a card F and reads it out loud. The card remains in play.
So I'm going to D, right? That's where like the big fight is.
Yes.
I think so.
And
And then over here is where you can get buffed, I think.
Oh, that's right. So Dylan, you're on C. You're on C.
Yeah, because I have the fish.
So yeah, do
I even need to be here? Like, can I just go over here and start fighting with you?
That's what you're the only one of us who's seen B. So you tell us. I don't know what it took to be buffed, and I don't even know if it's worth it. But I think
I didn't think it was worth it.
okay. Well, then
What I
screw it.
remember, I think it only gave you like 2 mittens.
Well, then let's just dunk on this man together.
Okay, cool. But before I do that, I have to read. I have to flip F
Okay.
and read it. An immense and vaguely humanoid silhouette is visible through the ice. Muted pounding can be heard as the creature attempts to free itself from its frozen prison. From now on, each time you spend time, place 1 yellow token on this card. When you place the 6th token on this card, the creature escapes and massacres the whole group, dismembering the receptacle. Before devouring its entrails, read the mission failed card. If Peter Edwards, which is Matt, is on this space, he can remove 1 yellow token each time as he keeps the monster from freeing itself.
Cool. You're just like holding it closed as like Cthulhu tries to escape.
Yeah, you're Hodor over here if you want to.
Yeah.
Right, that's absolutely right.
That's great.
Well,
I guess I'll go feed Hungry Man.
I'll go there if needed, but you know.
Okay, let me read this thing over here.
So because I fed the professor, your guys' test will get -4 shields.
Now, do you have to use your Byakuya against this guy? Or is it
Yes. Yes, I have to. It says during the next combat, he fights.
okay. So we are 6 and 2. If he was in play. We're only 6, Lau. We're only 6. Dylan's thing actually subtracted 4 from ours, he said.
Oh,
Yeah, because I fed him. Yep.
Okay.
If you manage to kill him or he eats, remove 4 shields from the test on card D.
okay.
Doesn't that mean then you don't even need to kill him? You're not doing the Byakuya. I think that you aren't actually fighting, Dylan. I think you can come to us on your next action.
Yeah. So now we have to spend the time in order for you guys to do tests.
Okay, so you can spend the time.
So we
coming
spend
over
the time. We'll put a yellow on this.
Yeah.
and then flip that.
We're all here, so now we can flip this, and now we're fighting.
And let me go first then, I guess, because I have the least chance of taking damage. So I'm gonna pop my once per mission adrenaline rush ability.
Yep.
So we were talking about this before the stream, guys. We're looking at the wording, right?
Yep.
The way I interpret this is once per run, I gain 3 fight and 2 shields on a test of my choice. It doesn't say for 1 turn, it says test of my choice. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think this guy's gonna last 2 turns. I think this is gonna be like Massive Darkness 2 right here. Guy in turn. But if I was to test again next turn, I think I might still get it. But I don't think it's gonna matter. So we'll see if it's even a point that needs to be debated.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So you have 6 plus another 2 from the cleaver, so you have 8 dice.
Oh.
You can only roll 6. Though.
You can only roll 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could give this to Dylan for before we.
Yeah,
Well,
at some point, you gave it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to point out earlier, but I was like, it's fine.
Well, technically, I guess I would have it on the next roll. Here, I'll just hold on to it for now. I think that you're not even going to need to roll. But let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Okay. 2.
Dude, so let's check this out, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 skulls. Just so we can actually see the mechanic. But I have 6 defense, so I'm not taking a point of damage because the amount of skulls is not exceeded.
Is not over your resistance. Yep.
Only chunk 2 off them. Did you already take those? Or
Yeah, I did.
okay.
All right.
Well,
So
that was an interesting moment.
all right. I'm gonna punch this guy, and I'm gonna use the captain, to get 3 pips on this. Okay. And I'm gonna have 2 dice to do this, as well, or 3 dice, right? Or 2 dice.
Yeah.
No.
Knife. Oh yeah, no, 2 dice. You're right.
Yeah. I should have given you the cleaver to start, Lau.
Yep. So that's 5.
So that means you peel off these 4.
Yep.
And 1 of the skulls.
Yep.
So then now if you count your total skulls, does it exceed your shields?
I have 3 skulls because a knife gives me 1.
Right. So 2 is less than 3, less than or equal to 3, so you take nothing.
Yep.
And then we go to the next turn, right?
Yeah, I guess we spend another time. We put another yellow token, and man just destroy this guy.
He's breaking free.
Dude, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna wreck him.
No, you're gonna get wrecked. That's all you needed.
That's all you needed.
It's called min-maxing.
It is min-maxing. All right. If you manage to kill him, read the mission success card. This is hilarious.
Now, to be fair, like we had 3 runs. You know, this is our 3rd run to get the perfect setup. You know.
Yes.
So.
Yes. We the previous episode when we did 3 runs was to get us here the information.
Yes.
Bob doesn't have the reproachful air he's known for. He even hesitates a bit before speaking. Right. Well, I admit to having been a bit optimistic about that whole error margin business. We've just manually calibrated the machines in order to be more precise. This time your arrival date will be October 24th, and not 26th as it was previously. I didn't think that these old robotic units were so erratic. I'm afraid with the said. Wait, hold on. What?
This is wrong. This is
yeah.
It's a stack there. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I was gonna say we've done this before. There you go. Hey, look how happy he is over here, Bob. The rift closes slowly. It spits out one last great mass of green matter before making a long, discordant noise. Use the following rates to determine your score. 10 mission points, plus 20 if you have comforted Lee Stanford. We did in a previous run, not this time. Plus 20 if you have turned the captain into your ally, all right, which we did. Plus 10 if you have not awakened the monolith. You do not own item 29. What is that?
Probably if you got vomited on. I'm guessing. If you got vomited on.
29 is still in the deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 10 per run after the first 2. So we did 2 runs after the first 2.
After the first 2. Yes.
So 10 plus 20 is 30 plus 10 is 40, minus 20 is 20?
Yes.
Is that right?
Right.
You will receive beacons, which you may keep from one scenario to the next. Their best use is left to your discretion. Their use is simple. Break the beacon, use the effect written on its back, then dispose of it. It can only be used once. The beacons are found under the plastic insert of your box. You can go get them. You receive beacons according to the following rate. So we were between 1 and 30 mission points. 1 beacon of your choice, pink, green, or blue. And then the agents recover all of their health.
Okay.
So I guess that's when you go into sort of super campaign mode?
Yeah, I think I think what it's saying is the one on the bottom. I do think you just get that. That's a beacon that recovers your health.
Oh,
then on top
I see.
of
That's
that,
a beacon.
you also get one of these other ones.
That makes sense. Otherwise, I was like, healing would be weird because like
yeah, healing's weird at the end of the scenario.
Oh, it's a beacon to pop and heal. And the other ones, I think they do like some other stuff, like get you back one time. I'm not sure. They're cool,
okay.
But yeah.
So my question is, before we scoop this up, is do we want to look at some of these cards? Like, is that something that we want to do and give people a chance warning? Because basically, like Dylan was saying earlier, I can't remember if you said this on or off stream, but there was a whole mechanic to this mission that we basically ignored because the character Dylan was running. Like Ray McKenzie didn't even
I'm not scared.
do anything, so we didn't have to worry about these insanity cards that apparently were really important. So it'd be cool to look at a couple of those. I kind of want to see this buff thing you did, and I kind of wanted to see card E here, but how do you
I also want to see like this location.
I want to see everything
when somebody
too.
dies.
Yeah, I want to see this stuff too. So I do want to do the caveat here that we usually do here on the camp when we're about to do some spoilers. Well, this whole scenario was spoilers if you haven't played it. But if you just enjoyed our run through there and you are planning on playing this mission on your own and making different decisions than we do, and you don't want to know, you can stop watching here for now, and then we will come back when we start up a new game this stream. But right now is your sort of little notice to be like, okay, we're going to now look at some stuff that we're curious about that we didn't actually get to in this scenario, but we really want to know what they are. So that includes, Matt wants to see what's happening on the buff over here. Why don't you flip that over since it's right over here? We want to follow the man to get fishing. We want to go check the dude out with his plane.
Okay. Against animating approach to the basin, as though your very presence brings it to life. You cannot stand the smell of the jelly and start to gag. If you own item 2, which was what again?
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Oh, it's so weird. It says, "Do not share or read this to other players."
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
so
weird.
Some sort of special poison thing.
I don't even know how you would get that, but
Oh, you're kind of like embracing.
I bet you it's one of these insanities.
Either that or
Oh,
what it
I
might
see.
be it could be that pink infection. Like basically, you might get buffed for the fight, but then maybe it changes the ending or something. Maybe it's
Check this out too. This is also a series permanent.
oh, it has the icon on it.
Yeah, but this says
Important,
also
man.
keep this for future adventures.
like super infected.
Oh, dude, that's kind of crazy.
Interesting. Very.
That's awesome.
very,
But yeah, this is basically, yeah, your receptacle gets +2 mittens, +2 resistance for this run. I mean, it's pretty good, but like I thought we were already so far ahead.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
All right. Well, you want to see what this is?
Yeah. Oh.
Before you know.
Okay.
That's the fisherman.
Now, those
That's
look
the
like
fisherman,
the
huh?
fisherman guy, right? So right now, must have been once human, but it's nothing but an emaciated carcass, too small for the neuroses which afflict it. It yelps, moans, and digs at the tiled background of bloody stumps. If you own green, it rolls its wild eyes and throws itself to the ground, crying. So if you own green, he just...
I'm pretty sure that's what I got when he vomited on me, but I'm not sure.
No, you got this.
I think you got pink
okay.
when he vomited on you. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go look at some of these other locations and see where some of this other stuff is.
Well,
Got
I'm
it.
sure that you've been going fishing with him, dude. Like,
Yeah, you want to go fishing? Should we?
Yeah,
load up the
go
kitchen?
fishing with this dude.
All right, I'm gonna load up the kitchen where he was, and then he says, if we follow him to go fishing, we can reveal black.
Okay.
So that's what you didn't do, right? You picked the yellow one last time?
Yes, I did not. So I did not like looking at his art.
Yeah, no, he's creepy. So his eyes begin to gleam as if madness has taken over his body. He drools and his arms fold in an improbable way. He leaps at you while letting out squeaks strangely similar to the noise made by chalk on the blackboard. You fight him. If you succeed, move for free to another space of the kitchen. Agents can no longer move to space C. Okay. So you just waste your time here.
He invites you to go fishing with him, and then just does that. That's so rude.
That is so rude.
Then if we don't follow him, then that's when he throws up on you, and you get the key.
And then it gets even worse later.
Yeah.
Weird, man. So the only other thing I think that we said that we didn't do was the airplane, right?
Yeah, the
which
airplane.
is,
Location
one.
1, I think. Yeah.
So if you help him, he fixes your plane. He's like, "You want to get out of here?"
Yep. We go over here, and he says, take item 12 if we want to go somewhere.
This is so weird.
Yeah. The plane manages to take off despite the crosswind. The beginning of the trip is a dreamlike as you fly over the monolith previously hidden by the fog. Then you hear strange noises from the engine. The hiccups and stops. The plane glides for a few moments before flying crashing like a stone. The sabotaged plane is your tomb. You're all dead. End of run. Yeah.
Our warning was on the 26th, the pack that part was missing.
Yep.
I thought, okay.
Yeah, so we knew this. We knew it was going to
that's
crash.
funny.
We were like, it's missing an engine part.
So how do we get the green square that guy wanted in the last?
Oh, so I think there's maybe two things. So there's two locations we haven't seen. Let me see. We need to go to, was it 8? No, 6? This, right? Like we haven't seen.
Oh, what is this? Yeah.
And I don't know how to get that key.
Yeah, we haven't seen that gray.
So maybe the only other thing is when somebody dies, you go to this weird location. Do you want to check that out?
Yeah, I guess
When somebody
that's literally
dies,
the only
yeah.
thing we haven't seen, right?
Oh, yeah. First time a receptacle dies, the player controlling that receptacle must read this card. While your receptacle ever so slowly dissipates into the void, your soul is projected somewhere between space and time. It wanders a moment between distant planets and an immense maelstrom filled with unspeakable beings who want nothing more than to reach your world and devour all life. Space your small agent pawn on the timeline 3 spaces after the time marker. When the time marker reaches that pawn, read card B.
Did you see this? Did you read the green? Because that's important.
No. No other player should read this or see the cards after you finish the scenario. Return these cards to the box after using it. If the player looks at a card of location outside a run, your group randomly loses 1 B. Oh.
So we did. We just lost one because we looked at card A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
So I mean, at this point, are we like looking at one of these? I mean, what's weird is what I'm now wondering is if you can get some of these keys before the mission from other stories, because either that these have to have these
or it's here, and I do think that one of them is here because I saw somebody mentioning something about like a permanent thing in the chat last time we played. So we look at a couple of these.
Sure. Are we looking at these or not? It feels like.
Now I don't want to.
I know, I'm like mixed too.
That one's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It worsens.
Okay. Crazy. Oh, hey, we're playing Arkham now. Up here. Kleptomania.
Agoraphobia.
This is interesting.
Okay.
That's
kind of cool.
Algophobia, like, what's weird about this is that there's like, in this entire mission with the Algophobia, there's only like 2 spaces with a lock. And
Yeah. Right.
Very interesting.
And I think maybe this last one is it. No, that's so weird. Where?
So nobody's giving you those keys. So I don't know how you get the gray key or the green key then.
Yeah, I don't know what we could have missed. Unless they're like some sort of like red herrings to make you just wonder where you get them, but you can't get them or something.
Yeah.
Is that how this game works? Like, do they do crap like that where they like mess with your mind?
I don't know. I mean, there was like a bunch of red herrings, you know?
Hold on. We can also search the item deck. I just want to look really quick. So we saw her, right?
Yeah.
We've never seen.
Oh,
this.
take the green. The gray key.
This looks like this happens whenever you go here.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
No.
Where?
To the agents are insane space. And it isn't. So what item number is this? 29? 29. Didn't something reference like item 29? Did any of these monoliths reference item 29?
No. I want to see if any of these are bad. No?
Yeah, I don't really know how to get there. Okay, I remember this key.
Interesting. Yeah, we found the key. We found the dogs. Those are cool.
Okay, this is how you get the green key. That's right.
How?
The dog starts with it.
The dog starts with the green.
Trait of the dog.
You play as the dog. Okay. You play as the dog, you get the green key. Okay, yeah.
Some of these monolith locations actually hurt you. If you get them wrong.
Oh, you know what? It's because I think I chose one where it was like ROM combination, but it didn't do anything to us.
Yeah. Like that was the only one. All the rest of them did bad things.
These ones do like 1 damage.
Yeah, and I think one said like 1 time or something. No, so it's nothing.
Yeah, this is the one I got. The
horror.
Yep.
So that's what happens if you brute force it. Okay.
We saw the gun. We saw the log. Did we ever see this note?
No,
I don't think we ever saw that note.
I don't remember that at all.
And
I don't remember that either.
We did have the shotgun. It was in the first set of run.
Yeah, it was.
So the only other thing I can think of, right, is is maybe this happened in the prologue somewhere. Like maybe we need to go look at some of the prologue locations that we didn't fully explore.
So I don't think it could have, because if it did happen in the prologue, you wouldn't be carrying that key with you the next time jump.
Yeah. You can't, because it's not a permanent.
A permanent, so I don't see how it could be. But yeah, I have no idea where that 29 would have been. It must be, I mean, it could be, oh wait, hold on. Wait, let me check something. What was it called? Let me check one thing. Was it here. Where is it? Let me check something, right? I wanted to see if when she dies, okay, no. She just makes you do a test. I wanted to see if maybe when she dies, she like triggers that or says take item 29 or something.
Yeah, I feel like maybe item 29 is one of those, well, it's so thematic, this card. It's like, when does this happen to you?
Oh, wait. I bet I know. Hold on, I think I do know. Wait. Let me see. I know what it is. What was the outside of the monolith location near the monolith?
Location 5.
Let me check location 5, right? Because we didn't do these paths. There you go.
I did it.
Oh.
I did do it.
If you
one
own the
time.
key, get this other key.
29.
I did do it one time, but then like I guess we didn't remember. So yeah, then you would get this.
Oh no. You did this, but you didn't own item 23, so you didn't have to take 29. It says if you don't own 23. So what is item 29, or what is item?
It is this. It's
what's 23?
23 is the key.
Okay, so that's why. So the only way to have that happen.
And then when you go here, then you can finally read this. Oh, that's bad.
Wait, when you go.
All right. I know these are all like stacked up now, but like this is where you use that key. So it's basically like if you didn't solve this is the alternate path, Matt. So if you didn't do, if you didn't do the puzzle, you couldn't figure out how to do this painting thing, like that wasn't obvious to you, then you went and did the mechanism, you wasted a bunch of time, you came here, then it like wastes your time some more by fighting these Cthulhu beasts.
I see. And then you lose time even after that. Yep. Yeah, that's the bad way to go. Yeah.
Like,
so
I mean, it feels like you would only ever possibly see this once.
Yeah.
Because like you're never gonna. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a gamer or whatever. But it feels really weird to assume that somebody would, like, brute force your way into the monolith, and then after that happens, you run into this. I can't imagine making that choice on a second run.
On a second run.
Yeah. You'd be like, that was really bad. Like, you gotta test horror and fight these awful bugs. Like, let's not do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe. Like, I guess if you somehow missed that painting. Like, I don't know, if you just, maybe the person who saw the painting pulled a Dylan and they were so scared of the horror number, they didn't look at the painting. Because I guess the only reason we looked at the painting is I was like, Dylan, did that painting that you looked at have stuff on it? And you were like, I'm too scared to know.
Yeah.
maybe then. I guess.
Yeah, I could see somebody missing the little dots in the sky, you know, like, I don't know.
If it's your first mission.
That is true. That is true. You have to like look at the painting and then know that it's the same thing that you're looking at over here, because it's a different view of it too.
Right. Like, since we played it, like one other Matt like knew, but like I also knew, but like I totally blanked it. I think we could have easily missed this had Matt not been like, hey, what was on that? Let's go look at it again. So
it's the part where I think they messed up, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the way that this looks here, back here, let me go see it. Here, I'll show you a better way.
Yeah. Get it. Where was it?
The captain's?
The lounge.
The lounge, I
right.
think. Yeah, there's.
So come over here, right?
It's being weird.
No.
Yeah, it's being weird. Hold on. Here it is.
Okay.
It's not putting them back up properly.
Like the way it looks to me, that painting, the way that they did those dots is way too obvious.
Yeah.
What they done instead is like made certain of the elements like glowing, like so those holes maybe like light green or light red, fine.
Yes.
This to me looks like, I mean, maybe I've just been playing video games too long, but since I was like 8 years old and I was playing like the Island of Dr. Brain or whatever, my brain's like, this just looks like a puzzle solution. like
yeah.
so obviously a puzzle solution that I would not have like not thought that. Where I think they could have done it in a way that made it not so obvious. Like they could have just changed the shape of the rock slightly, right?
What would be really crazy is if this was actually reversed, flipped vertically.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And then you were like, wait, no, it wouldn't help with this particular solution because it's the same forwards or backwards.
Oh, I thought you meant like upside down. Like let's imagine for a second that.
Oh
when
yeah. Or you can do it upside down. Like just change the orientation of the painting,
Right.
so that you think you know it, and then I don't know. Or it could have been something as simple as that, or just adding more color to it, or add white dots and black dots in there too, so that you have to decipher between all the dots.
Right.
Yeah. I hear you on that.
Did you ever play Mansions of Madness, Lyle?
No, I've never played Mansions of Madness.
Oh, okay. So like that game has like these like occasionally like these physical puzzles that come out, and you have to like solve them in order to move. Like it's not like gather clue to go through thing. It's like no, this is like an actual like puzzle you have to solve. In a couple of the missions that we played, there's been those actual physical puzzles, and I thought it would have been cool here in the captain's cabin, right? Like with this little mechanism, like if you zoom in on it, you can see like how it looks complicated. I was thinking that this was going to be one of those cool physical puzzles. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't.
What he means by that, Lyle, is like you would either take all the cards and line them up in order, or take them and put them in a square.
Yeah.
And then be like, without touching the cards, figure out how many times you have to shift them in order to make them fit this
image. The image
I
complete.
see.
Or,
that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
So, because some of them have done that, and they're really fun to like talk it out and be like, yeah, we need to put this one here, like, all right, that worked, or it didn't work, and then you have to spend time. But like, that was the only other element out of this mission I wish they would have added, having played, a couple others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because this one, like, this feels like this should have been the first Time stories.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I gotta say this. It does feel like a really good intro to the game for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it feels like, okay, we're not dunking too many mechanics on you. I mean, I guess these are really weird, and these would have been mind melting if we'd actually had them. But
oh yeah, totally. The trauma. Yeah.
Make enough horror tests, or I guess because really
there was plenty in the first run. I just took the guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, well, no, there wasn't that many. You just thought there was because of the journal. If you hadn't taken the journal, there was like 2.
No, so there's the painting, then there's the boiler. So that's
the boiler,
that's
the
2.
painting, the hanged woman.
Yes.
And the journal.
Dylan
just kept getting scared over and over. I just remember every turn Dylan was like, I'm scared.
Hold on.
The boiler doesn't even make you like take the test, does it? Like the boiler, you actually don't even have to take a horror test.
Hold on. I need to see something. Can I go?
Only if you pull the body out.
Yeah, only if you pull the body out. Can I look in this fishing hole, Lyle?
Oh yeah, you can look at the fishing hole. Yeah.
Okay.
You just need to do an eye test while you're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, no wonder you told us not to look in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So if you don't have an eye test, you could take a 4 willpower trauma test.
That would have been bad.
Okay.
You don't want to see that under the ice.
No.
So there's one there. I guess. I was trying to think. I think there's none in the snowdrifts. There's none in the ice flow.
So okay, let me rephrase that then. I guess this is where I think they missed something.
Yeah.
You're right. There's a decent amount of them, but they were literally all optional. None of them were tests like you had to take. Like the only reason Dylan took any now is because he went for the Byakuya book, which obviously we didn't need. He didn't even summon it. This one, you told us from now on, never go there. We never needed to take it. The painting, once you look at it, once you know the thing, you never need to look at it again. Like they kind of messed up because like they created this whole deck of these cool insanity things that we just never
come into play because you know how to avoid them. Yeah, which is too bad because like it looks like they make you play like a weirdo, which is fun. Like one of I know it's been a while now, but like remember in Carcosa the fact that like all the hidden cards just made you play like a weirdo, and you're like, oh yeah,
I'm not going in there.
So many
At all.
things. Yeah, I remember Carcosa being like, I know this is going to look weird, but I'm going to do this thing right now. And you're like, okay.
Which that's awesome. And like these look like they make you do it because they're all like hidden. So I wish we could have seen more of these because they look like fun.
I mean, because you can avoid all of these tests like moving forward, it almost makes you feel like you shouldn't have sanity, or maybe everybody just has one sanity, and then these become like permanents for the remainder of the runs or something like that. Like,
I think they shouldn't have just done a flat 2 on everybody. Like, I think that like this guy should have been like he's beefy, but like he's like doesn't really take horror very well.
Yeah, everybody with a flat 2 sanity seems weird to me. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like I didn't see anybody that had lower than a 2 for their tests either. Like nobody had a like this guy should have like had a 1 if he was gonna have 2 sanity or something like that, you know? Like it makes sense that my guy has 3, but
Well, also you should have, I think, in the last zone, like when you were at least fighting the boss, you should have had to. I'm just moving this. But what was the last zone called? Was it 8?
Location 8.
9.
Oh, 9. Yeah.
Like this guy should have made you take an insanity test. This should have made you take an insanity test. Like
yes, yeah.
There's this whole area is like dripping just like crazy crap, and you're just like, nah.
Oh, this guy should have made us be taking insanity tests every turn or something as he's like clawing his way out.
Right.
Me right here, like just the fact that at first it does nothing, but if everybody else is like in on a decision, you're like, That's really funny.
That is really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you guys, you don't both want to go to the kitchen, right? And then then it's a problem. I think these do seem really cool. I would have loved
that. Would be funny. Like, hey, Dylan, you need to come over here and like, because like my guy has the cabinet thing. Like, I need to go get the whiskey. Like, hey, Dylan, you should come over here and get the cabinet. And you're like, nah, I'm gonna go fishing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fishing.
And you're like, why are you like this? Just go get it. And then Lyle's like, yeah, go get it. And you're like, thanks.
yeah.
Thanks. I didn't want to do it. Now I gotta do something else.
And you know what we're talking about here? I know we went over this very briefly in chat. This is kind of like the last thing we say before we move on to the other game, I guess. But like, this reminds me a lot of what happened, what we were describing to Lyle when we were playing the Arkham mission with me and Slimpy, Dark Matter.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
You were trying to kill me.
Yeah.
This is, dude. What you're hearing us describe, it was like Dylan kept being like, dude, like just go up there, and I'm like, okay, I take this test, and then he had this like half smile on his face, and he's like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I don't take the other test. And he's like, well, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And then the next turn, he's like, all right, what are we doing? I'm like, I'm leaving. He's like, well, I flip the locations. You can't leave. And I unflip them, and then I shortcut twice. It was awesome. It was really, really funny. And that's what this could have been. It'd be like a weird little party argument where you're like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
Oh my God. So great. So great. All right, let me go to this title screen over here as we sort of end our thoughts here on Time Stories, and I'm going to actually in the background here set up our next game. I actually have to get my top menu back. Ugh. I have to then load this. Okay, cool. Guys, can we change colors real quick? Matt,
Yeah.
I need you to be blue, and Dylan, I need you to be orange.
Yeah, I will go and do that.
Yeah, in just in terms of the way I'm setting up my cameras. Okay, cool. But yeah, that was guys. That was Time Stories. I hope you really enjoyed it. This was the first time I was playing it. I'm really into it. Again, I think this was a really good intro mission for me. I know that Matt and Dylan have played one or two others before me, and they say that the ones that they've played have been a little bit more involved. So I'm kind of interested in trying those out next time. I think this is another game that's now in a stable, and I do like the fact that it's like, you know, if we are cooking, we might be able to do it in one stream, but you know, a quick two-parter is kind of cool to know that we can do something like this too. Do you feel like most of the missions are around that time frame, guys, or some of them are extra long?
No,
the one we did before was like probably the total playtime was like 15 or 16 hours.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it was not quick. It was crazy. This is like I was trying to tell you. It was like there was no obvious, like even once you knew a way to like progress to the end game, it was not an obvious choice, and certainly there were still risks along the way. That was what was different about this one. It's like once we knew the path, there was like no risks involved. The other one, there was like absolutely risks involved, even though we knew what we thought was like the right choice.
Crazy. But yeah, I'm excited to play some more of this and dive into like more complicated missions, and you guys know I'm in for a long haul a session of stuff. So that sounds great. Do you guys want to say anything else about Time Stories before we jump into our next game?
Well, I wish I knew a little bit more about the game as far as like what where it's at in its development. And I don't know if anyone's watching, but like, are they done with like all of the missions? Are they done with the first wave? Are they making more? Because there is some meta story going on, and I'm interested to know, because the quality of the rule book and everything leaves me feeling like really mixed. Like I feel like there's some really, really good like bones there that have a lot of potential fun, but it feels really rough around the edges for something that actually has some really, really, really nice components. It's weird. So I just want to learn a little bit more kind of about where it's going, because I feel like if they ever did a reboot of it and it was like, hey, kickstart this reboot of Time Stories, I'd be like in. So that's my idea.
Got it. All right. Are we ready to jump into our next game?